Hey everybody, how y'all doing? Mr. Volk here. Currently having trouble with my video card. I do not know why. Yes, it's the right one. It's check the properties. There it goes. Anyways, so you can tell we're playing the pre, the Zone, and the 5 Royale Edition. I actually just picked up one of the newer skills, which is the Lance skill, or not the Lance skill, the long range skill, basically. Oh, yeah, what was I gonna do? I think I was gonna go with the Ketchy. Not sure though. This was the last day though.
Hi.
Let's go.
What do you want to do?
Let's go. Great. It's actually really close. Just follow me. I'll take you there. We're gonna go to the jazz bar. Jazz Gin.
Hey.
This is it. It's a rather nice place. It's not quite an apology for that little incident back at the cafe. Rest assured we're safe here on regular. It's nice to take some time off when we can, don't you think? What kind of place is this? It's just a jazz club. You get to hear some great performers here. Now this is my kind of club. I'm glad you're so taken with it. Is it safe to assume you've visited places like this before?
Very well.
In any case, let's head in. No, I've never been to a place like that. The only place I've been to that's remotely been like that has been the Jazz Kitchen at Disneyland. Ralph Brennan's Jazz Kitchen. Great place to eat, by the way. Get you some of that jambalaya. Although, I hear they're gonna fuck it up like everything else in downtown.
What will you do?
Well then, why don't we get some drinks? Everything's fine by me. You know, I find people who say that end up being extremely picky in the end. Anyway, I'll put an order in. You don't have any soft drinks you dislike, yes? What's up, cool cat? How you all doing here? Thanks for waiting. Here's your order. We have a special performance today by the person who sings all the songs in this game. Starting to sit back and enjoy the show. I wonder if it actually is a person. I enjoy listening to music. I've never heard the lyrics to this song. It's a great place. There's a place sort of like this near me. It's a little hole-in-the-wall coffee shop with like a comedy. I want to say training center. Right above it. Run down cafe. Cafe, huh? Sounds like you have good taste.
Really?
I don't know. I would try the soda, but I actually am picky with sodas. I don't like, was it Roy Rogers, but I do love a Shirley Temple. Cherry Coke's is nasty. Also, you can't give me the pre-made stuff. So like, you know how they have cherry sprites and shit? Yeah, that stuff's nasty. That is just beyond fucking nasty. All I need is Kirk. I was like, you either can't cook or you have no intention of doing it. I usually come here when I need time to really think, come on, how dare you? Some people just like making regular meals. Also, cooking is just following directions. It's not like, yeah, I was keeping it from everyone, but it's supposed to go show that we have some strange connection. That is goldenly. That is broken as fuck. Damn, this game is that is a broken skill. There's no reason to be giving that skill at level 4. That should be like a level freaking 10 skill. God, this game's so much easier than the original. Hey, it's me. Are you good to talk right now? Wasn't the music today wonderful? Live bands always have a certain power to the music. I just find live bands to just be fucking clangy. But you hear all the excess noise and shit. And like the bass gets overpowered by the tremble and stuff like that. And like everything's because they're trying to make the whole room with each little room with like one set of speakers. It's fucking just loud and everything's off just by a little bit. That's why I've never really been a concert guy. You know, it always just sounds really off to me. I wasn't paying attention. What did you say? It's fucking jazz, dude. Everybody's just making it up as they go along. Especially if it's freeform jazz. You really are having fun. I didn't really read. I don't know. I feel like just talking right now. Wait, something's doing anything? No, not really. We're good. Should never trust those motherfuckers. What's going to happen tomorrow? Shit plus shit equals shit so much. It's supposed to be the day of midget attacking, right? Oh shit. Midget must have been too much for them. Stock prices blowing again. Maybe Midget's true goal was... Maybe we were Midget. Oh.
Isn't today our deadline for dealing with Medjed? Futaba's still asleep too. This won't be good.
Hey.
What's Futaba?
Same as always. Today is the day of Walk of the Past. I do this every year. Here, I've got a cup for you too. Futaba reminds me so much of her mother. She's a smart girl. Doesn't just go with the flow either. Wakaba, your work and your kid were so fulfilling for you. Why'd you have to die so suddenly? That reminds me. You saw me talking to that prosecutor, and I mean, that woman in the suit, right? I remember you were real bothered by it. She might come back, so I guess...
I mean, I asked about it. I don't think I was bothered by it.
Trying to get information on Wakaba's research out of me.
That's what we heard in the palace.
You don't need to know what the research was about. Just know there was some trouble around it. Obviously, Wakaba got dragged into that as well. Now, they ruled her death as suicide. But I've got my doubts.
Doubts? Could she have been killed?
Supposedly, there were people who wanted to take her research and use it for their own benefit. Don't get me wrong, though. I don't have a lick of evidence. That's why I haven't told Futaba any of this. I don't want to cause her any more trouble.
It sounded like she had suspicions of her own based on what she said in the palace.
Like she fucking knew what the hell was going on.
Still, there's one thing I regret. It was right before Wakaba died. She told me, I think I might die. I brushed it off thinking it was just a joke. But if I had just taken her seriously... That's another reason I took Futaba in. Redemption. She went through such horrible things. Those heartless adults just yelled at the poor girl. Hey, how do you heal emotional scars?
They'll heal on their own.
I agree. I'm waiting for it to happen, but... Futaba?
It's cold.
Huh?
You can't sell this.
Never mind that, but how did you get here?
I walked.
You're okay?
Was that bad?
That's not it. I'm just shocked to see you out of the house.
I'm sorry I worried you.
It's all right.
You're not making me feel shit for you.
Hey,
I refuse.
what's the day today?
It's the 21st.
I feel like I'm forgetting something.
We waited for you.
Oh, I remember now. Medjed. Let's take care of it now. Come.
Apparently some ATMs aren't working. I heard someone's tampering with the system. Is it Medjed? No. Couldn't be. What are the police doing? They're so incompetent. The fuck you want the police to do? Even the Phantom Thieves couldn't stop them.
It's my turn to help out. Medjed. Now how do we cook them?
It's up to you.
Roger that. Hey, Futaba. We don't have much time left. Are you sure you can do this? The kitty talked? Is this a dream? I'm going back to sleep. It is not a dream! Get up! Say something!
He's a talking cat.
Right. Now hurry up! I guess it doesn't matter. Let's get cracking. You're just tapping away over there. Are you sure this will work? Hey, Futaba! I don't think she can hear me. Talk about intense concentration. This place is so messy. I'm surprised she can focus at all. Futaba, you should really clean your room a bit. She's not listening.
I feel called out.
Oh well. Just waiting around is boring. Let's clean the place up.
Greased
It looks
animations.
a little better now, don't you think? Well, Futaba, we're done on our end. Are you finished yet? She can't hear a word I'm saying. Guess we'll just have to keep waiting. I'm done! What's up? Something happened? It's finished. Finished? What is? It's so clean. Why? We cleaned it. Anyway, is it true? Did you really take care of Medjet? I handled them, and someone else handled my room. I don't understand, but this is good. Futaba? Hey, Futaba, what's wrong? She's sleeping. Well, it looks like it's been taken care of. I guess we should get home and sleep too.
There's no way in hell I'd be able to sleep like that. That is just impossible for me. Again, what do you want the police to do? If Futaba's awake, awesome. And Jen's is taken care of, huh? And more importantly, how's Futaba doing? She's in her futon. Seriously? She must have been quite exhausted. I can't say I blame her at all. And when Jed's been affected, it'll surely make the news. That should be enough to confirm whether or not the deed's been done. And why don't we all watch news together? Yes. We should meet up for the... we should meet up at LeBlanc as usual. See you guys tomorrow. Oh shit, I didn't actually read what the hell he... I didn't even push a button, what the hell? I can't leave. Can I call me?
Hey!
No! You bastard!
Hey!
Well, since I got nothing better to do. Pretty sure I already have that.
Make sure your clothes up.
Sharpen your senses. Become aware of the gentle contours of their piscine bodies. Do you go up?
Hey, hey!
Did you want me to do something with the fish there? The hell? Or... Oh, you finished reading The Essence of Fishing.
All right.
Ah. I mean, that doesn't really help you too much. The rods are more useful. What's this? You serious? No way. Can't believe it. This isn't a joke, is it? They lost? How could this happen? Hey, your friends are here. Hurry down.
What's up?
What up? Zah! No, I'm just... God, that's an old ass name. Just dated myself there.
Oh, you're finally up, huh? Don't slack off just because you're on summer vacation.
I'm still not liking you.
Yo, you look tired.
We've made ourselves at home.
Late last night, it was discovered that someone has tampered with the hacker group Medjid's website. The site's main page now displays what is thought to be the mark belonging to the Phantom Thieves. More so, the personal information of a Japanese man, a possible Medjed member, was illegally publicized.
Aren't these the guys people have been up in arms about?
Medjed has yet to issue an official reply. Furthermore, their previously announced cleanse of Japan has remained unimplemented for now. Some speculate that they have taken this series of events seriously and ultimately canceled their plan.
What are you all smirking about?
Something great happened.
Well, stop it. You're gonna drive away all my customers.
After the commercial break, we will be asking guests from various fields about this turn of events.
But there ain't any customers.
Can it? My customers are on summer vacation too.
Ah, crap, I just realized our break's almost over.
There are still 10 days left.
I want to go somewhere, but we can't just leave Futaba-chan alone.
Sure we can.
Some things still concern me too. Like that research.
Oh, did you just get up?
Good morning.
It seems she's cautious of us.
Hey, why don't we go upstairs? If any customers come, she'll be even more afraid.
Why don't you go with them, Futaba? Have fun. It's about time my regulars show up anyway. So I don't want you guys loitering around my store.
We probably make
There
it.
were no damages due to the hacker's actions is but an afterthought. The issue I want to make clear is the attitude of the police, and more importantly, the government.
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean? Are they doing their best to find an effective countermeasure against these Phantom Thieves?
Why?
Is it not the government's duty to create a society where its citizens can live without worry? Unfortunately, the current cabinet is powerless. As such, they should be disbanded. I believe now is the time for me to risk my political career in hope of making a new reality. A new political system that goes beyond parties or factions. An ideal country of peace and order.
This politician seems quite promising.
I have to agree. I hope he can work to ease the anxieties of the elderly.
What do you
Smells,
think, boss?
smells like snake oil.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
So the Phantom Thieves only stole the heart of Futaba Sakura, and Medjed was in turn defeated by her real-world hacking abilities? This does correlate to the facts as we know them. If he's telling the truth, then Wakaba Ishiki didn't commit suicide. Did a third party target her life with the goal of destroying her research? Wakaba's death was 2 years ago. That also coincides with when the incident started occurring. Does this other metaverse user that Madarame and Kaneshiro mentioned really exist? Earlier, I briefly mentioned about those psychotic breakdown incidents that have alarmed the public. All of a sudden, people will lose consciousness or become violent. A situation as incomprehensible as that can't be explained away as troubled social conditions. I suspect that these cases are all connected to a larger man-made plot. The method involved always muddled the explication, but your story has virtually confirmed its viability. Although I wouldn't have expected a new criminal to come to light from your testimony. What did your group think of this other metaverse user?
Unimportant.
Are you saying it didn't matter to you that complete strangers were being victimized? Well, no matter how you thought of them, there can be no doubting your resolve. Are those incidents because of you or someone else? Either way, I will get to the bottom of this.
More just like couldn't do anything with the information we had available. So,
All right.
I mean, how would we know who was getting targeted for what reasons?
Now, let's move on to your next crime. Kunikazu Okumura. You should know who he is, considering what happened. Your testimony regarding this incident will be serious. I'm sure you understand why. Answer my next question carefully. What did you do to this Okumura?
The mistake.
To think, the cognitive version of a person would transform into such a horrible monster and attack us. That means our enemies aren't limited to shadows.
I thought the other people were just victims, like the slaves at the castle or the walking ATMs.
Even though they seem to be alive, they're only part of the backdrop. The environment. In other words, the palace ruler determines the form and strength of their cognitions. I would have loved to ask Futaba's mother how far along she was with her research.
Research, huh? She was looking into that cognitive science stuff, yeah?
If we put together all the information we've gathered up to this point, abuse of cognitive science can lead to death, and it may even relate to the psychotic breakdown incidents. Considering the cognitive aspect, I sense a strong connection between it and the metaverse.
On top of that, the research might have been stolen and used by someone else. You mean those guys that showed Futaba-chan the fake suicide note?
If that is the case, those people
Oops.
are unforgivable.
Hey, Futaba, is there anything else you can remember? She is quite difficult.
That smell.
Come on, no fair!
Hey, can I snag a bite? Me?
Why don't we take a short break? I've been thinking, even if Futaba is a genius, could she really crush an international hacker organization that easily?
The one who taunted the Phantom Thieves was a guy in Japan. I knew the Medjed members in Japan weren't anything special, so I wasn't worried. How do you know that? Because I'm the founder.
What do you mean? Should we take that literally?
Yep, it was only me at first, back when I was referred to as the Hacker of Justice. But since I stayed anonymous, a bunch of guys from all over the world started using the name. And those were the ones committing cybercrimes. It was a hassle to expose all of them, so I just let them be.
That's crap.
So, Futaba was the true Medjed, and we were freaking out over some weak-ass dipshits? You should have told us from the start, Futaba.
I discarded the Medjed name a while ago. I'm Alibaba now.
Futaba, what do you want to do now? Since you know our secret, we'd like you to join our team.
Okay. Just like that?
This may even ensure our investigation of mementos goes along smoothly.
Oh yeah, that big place.
Well, I guess.
Well, Futaba's real amazing. She's gonna be a big help for us, huh?
Say, Futaba, how did you find out about us?
Secret.
Where did you learn to hack?
Private.
When did you obtain the nav?
I refuse to answer. Futaba-chan sure is unique.
What?
Still, it'll
Works.
be a problem if she doesn't open up to us some more.
Works.
At the very least, we need to be able to communicate normally.
Maintain your privacy.
What should we do?
Let's get to know her.
How?
First, we'll need to help her open up to us. If we each spend an entire day with her, maybe she'll get more used to being around us.
I see. We do have the time thanks to summer vacation.
We can begin tomorrow.
Let's go to the beach! There'll be tons of people there. Plus, we got totally dried out in that desert.
That's a great idea! I forgot I hadn't gone to the beach yet.
Excuse me. I'll come by tomorrow.
See you then.
Let me help as well. I don't have anything planned.
Thanks. We can set a schedule with everyone else depending on when they're free. Okay!
See how when you don't speak up?
Can I really do this?
Good luck.
Why me?
You're a kitty. That's one.
Stress is the enemy of beauty, you know.
How can I stay calm about this?
I understand how you feel.
Thanks to the incident with those hackers, people are calling us incompetent. And on top of all that, the Phantom Thieves are claiming...
You're a prosecutor! You're not even part of the police!
Laugh.
Measured was dealt with by either the Phantom Thieves themselves or some avid supporter. There are no tracks whatsoever, so they must be quite skilled. Either way, the general public recognizes the Phantom Thieves as the subjugating party.
They're gaining support and influence much faster than we could have anticipated.
It is indeed an abnormal situation. I'm beginning to suspect mass manipulation of some kind. It's even possible that a powerful person is behind them, plotting the psychotic breakdowns. If only I had realized sooner.
It's rare to hear you speak in that tone.
For the sake of my justice, I won't forgive them.
Everything.
Oh god, I have desktop audio on. Oops. Arts people talking about us on the train ride home and saying how awesome fantasy are. I want to read it. Here's the thing, it's going to use talk to be fair, the casualties from the magenta would have been massive. It's a surprise to their reverse in preventing it. And I still think Solly Baba, you were a great help. It was nothing. Oh, that reminds me, all that stuff about the 18th of bank stopping. That was magenta, wasn't it? Nope, that was totally separate. So people were overreacting to mere coincidence. Either that or the rumors were never true to begin with. You seem quite talkative in these conversations. Is that so? I'll shut up then. I don't think I get it, but I'm pretty sure she's angry. You gotta apologize, Yusuke. Hey, what?
Hey, is this really going to be okay? I'm worried about how
My mom sends me stuff like that. My mom sends me stuff like that. Seriously, the little emoji messages. Training yourself is going to be a lot of work more than stealing someone's heart. No, that's my Phantom Thieves. I knew they'd pull it off. That definitely proves the justice of the Phantom Thieves. You sure? There's no doubt about it. I mean, they took Medja down. Even the guys that have been criticizing the Phantom Thieves have been basically have to accept them now. And news has been spreading like wildfire too. I'd give it an extra boost on my side as well. I'll bet the approval ratings will be through the roof tomorrow. Looking forward to it.
Why is he, of all people, getting excited about this? Well, the news really did draw a lot of attention. I can't wait to see what happens. Nice.
Do I have a video? Wait, I can go? I want to go fishing.
Welcome.
$10, not bad.
Thank you.
They kind of have stuff like this in California, but you have to go like an hour out of your fucking way to do it. Like, it's past South San Jose. And it's like this little hole, and it's called Sure Catch. Yeah, we're going to use the medium stuff, or the small stuff right now, because... Eat it, you little bastard!
Nice. Nice. What do you want to do?
Are there no boo? Oh, there's the boo fish. Maybe I'll have to try for one of the medium fish. Come here, you tiny little Babu. Come on, Babu.
Oh.
No crap.
What do you want to do?
You're right there.
Whoa! What do you want to do?
Okay, I'll try for one of the bigger fish. Let's see. I guess that guy. I don't think I'm gonna get him though.
Oh.
Sorry.
Yes.
Ah, yeah, I don't have enough.
Let's see how you did.
Well then.
Come on. Yeah.
Oh.
There's a lot of prizes now. Oh no, that was a little too far. There we go.
Nice. Whoa! Yes.
Let's see how you did.
That's actually broken shit. Oh, dude.
Nice.
Fishing.
Drop by anytime.
I will get that golden fucking rod.
Our master would like a word with you. Stand up straight and listen closely, inmate.
You listen.
It seems you freed the heart of a frenzied girl and saved her from her haunted past. Another step has been taken to rehabilitation. You are progressing quite nicely.
Our master bestows words of praise upon you. You'd better feel honored.
By the by, more curious information has found its way to your ears. A scientist's research. It seems that world may secretly be known after all. Furthermore, that very research has been stolen and is now used by those with malicious intent. I wonder how this will change the approach you take toward your rehabilitation.
Who stole the research?
Allow me to grant you a new power worthy of your current self. Though you have my aid, be sure not to let your guard down, otherwise you may get swept off your feet.
I didn't get a power with that.
Right.
We shall meet again in the near future.
Okay.
Time to go, inmate.
Man, why can't I just have a normal dream with like hot babes and stuff? I knew the Phantom Thieves would pull through. You believe they actually took down hackers? It's cool how they don't reveal what they're doing. Who's that guy criticizing them? A kitchen? It's pretty lame to just criticize them without doing anything yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Koda and Yusuke are scheduled for today, huh? I haven't seen them. What's happened to them? Taba, can you open up? Open what? Your front door? Why? Or you come to Castor or in front of Futaba's house? You want to meet here and not at LeBlanc? Isn't that more comforting? You never mentioned this. It'd be nice if you could hurry down soon. It's scorching hot out here. You demon. Looks like we're meeting up immediately over Futaba's. Koda's really going about this seriously. That's weird light.
What is that supposed to be?
Don't worry about it.
Such avant-garde design. You have excellent taste.
Let's get started, shall we? What do you plan on doing? I'd like to simply have a normal conversation. That is the basis of true communication, after all.
Will that be enough?
I thought it would be best to start off just by learning some more about each other. Don't think too hard about our conversation. We're just going to talk about ordinary topics today.
And what do you mean by ordinary topics?
You know, things like food or the weather. Well then, let's begin with food. What do you like to eat, Futaba? Organic ones. That wasn't exactly what I meant. Let's try a different topic. How about the weather? I heard that this heat wave is showing no sign of stopping. Dunno, I haven't been out. Oh, right.
You can check the weather reports.
Overwhelmed. This is odd. It wasn't supposed to go like this.
You're antisocial too. What the hell?
By the way, Yusuke, what have you been doing this whole time?
Ah, superb. Some of their heads came off when I was moving them, but I made sure to rearrange them pleasingly.
My children! What have you done to my children?
They appeared to be quite shoddily made.
They're from Phoenix Rangers Neo Featherman!
For those of you who don't know, that's the Persona. That's the Persona 3 show.
Inari's fault.
Inari?
You know, Inari sushi, the tofu things foxes eat in the old stories. What kind of fox doesn't know that?
Inari.
Oh, they were in the perfect poses too. There was so much work getting them set up just right. Oh, you wouldn't know aesthetics if it hit you in the face, Inari.
How dare you say that to me? Of all people!
Sheesh, that's not a conversation anymore. It's a full-blown argument. Yeah.
That's how best friends start, okay?
I see. So their versatility allows you to recreate almost any dramatic scene you can imagine.
Mm-hmm. Victory is great for action, and Neo's got the best transforming suit. So cool.
Fascinating. Art depicts a flash of inspiration, but models offer a much different means of enjoyment.
Huh? Take a look at that. Futaba's having a regular conversation.
Budget.
It seems she doesn't have a problem talking to others as long as the subject interests her. I suppose the topics I brought up were not the right ones.
So this is all I gotta do? What a breeze!
In that case, we should advance to the next step. How about we have her spend time in someone else's room?
Yes. She hasn't had many chances to leave the house yet, so that would be the perfect opportunity.
Don't set the bar so high!
Just give it a try, baby.
Oh, I can't stand this gung-ho way of doing things.
I've left Tamara to An and Ryuji. He'll be there as well, so you'll be okay.
Can I wear my mask?
I think it would be best if you didn't.
There's really no telling how tomorrow's going to go.
There's not much I can do, dude. I'm so pumped. They're all talking about how the Phantom Thieves took down Midget. Mishma's video is got a shit ton of comments playing it too. Oh, website. I'm sorry. The news coverage has been pretty insane as well. Yes, the Phantom Thieves. They've only spoken to the Phantom Thieves for the entirety of today. We've been getting attention all over the city. How come the one who helped us take... So how's the one who helped us take Majed down doing? Taba-chan. A Phoenix Ranger almost went through the demise. Huh? It was just guys' fault. Don't complicate things for me. Be like, y'all should know me by now. I'm just gonna throw people under the bus left and right. I really like playing that character though. Like, you're essentially just telling the truth and getting away with it. Anyways, things didn't go perfectly, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. Tomorrow's goal will be to spend time in someone else's room. Tama is a difficult personality to handle. Good luck, you two. I could cut myself in my nose. Shut up, Inari. Alright, it's our turn next. See you tomorrow.
Lady An and Ryuji teaming up honestly worries me. But I guess we'll see what they can do.
Well, yeah, double blonde. That worries me too. What'd I do?
Oh! Hey!
Okay, proficiency is always gonna be cool. Okay, guts is close, which is good. Proficiency is way too easy to do. Go rest like this too. I don't want to do anything. Oh yeah, she's not really worth it.
Incredibly sweaty.
Is there any like books? Or did I get them all?
Yep.
What the hell is? Actually, are the twins out? No. Who do I even have with me? Seriously. Q1, Echo Shogun, Orpheus Picard, Adeline. I should probably get Adeline that. Harry Elephant, Harry Elephant. Oh yeah, I was supposed to do something with Lilim.
Hey, inmate.
Right?
What?
It's like this is my Secunda. Okay, so
What?
stop yelling.
You certain?
Time for some rehabilitation. They will be reborn anew. They will be reborn anew. I guess it'll give you some protection.
Oh.
This shall be the result. Now, be reborn.
Are you finished?
I mean, fuck. It's anti-black skills.
Time for some rehabilitation. Let's execute them. What path do you want?
Yeah, that came out wrong.
Looks pretty tough.
Yeah, I know what I said.
More power than you can handle.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Oh, I guess. Okay, so we need to put that one on. And Counter Strike's pretty good. And full range.
Power will be my.
Not terrible. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Its power will be not my.
Probably should have gone with fire skills there, huh? Yay, Toilet Boy!
You change your mind? I'll take care of them. Taking it out already? Looks a little stronger. You want to let it out?
Wait, oh shit, looks actually pretty good. Eh. Okay, hold on. Does that mean if I get an ambush? Or if I'm ambushed?
The cell's empty. The cell's empty. Make a choice, inmate.
Shut up.
Time for some finished for now. The inmate needs a they will be reborn anew. Finished. You'd like to read the complete here.
Get my
Do last page. Are you finished?
Yes, I do like patience.
It is time, inmate.
Shit! Hold on.
Hey, inmate!
I'm just imagining someone just like seeing him just stand there, blank expression.
It would seem. See? You can do it.
Yeah, I did. Now give me my prize, damn you. Not many tasks left. Might be getting close to finding out the hidden goal behind that list. You know, thanks to you, I actually started looking forward to seeing what happens. Your attitude has shifted quite considerably, Caroline. I see now that the harsh mask you wear during the fusion ritual is nothing more than a facade. What? Perhaps in your heart, you have longed for the days the inmate would come to fuse with specific personas. That's not true. And what about you, Justine? You've been awfully chatty lately. I suppose you are correct. Never heard you laugh before, Justine. We have both changed quite a bit recently. Perhaps my hypothesis is true after all.
Yes.
We had thought that if we were to complete the list, we would bring light to the intent of its creator. We have overseen the inmate, all the while considering the changes that have begun to appear within him. However, can it truly be said that the inmate is the only one to have changed? The completion of the task has also had a great impact on both my conscience and my memories. No, wait, are you trying to say that this list isn't supposed to change the inmate, but rather ourselves? I have no proof of that. However, if this list represented the will of our master, why has it fallen into our hands and not remained in his? This has got to be some kind of joke. You're telling me somebody made it so they could change us? Why? You okay there? What's happening to me? I can hear a voice in my head. Wait, I recognize the voice. Caroline? What seems to be the matter? You two, you are behaving quite abnormally. Does something trouble you? Our apologies, master. Is the inmate proving too horrible a subject for you? No. The fault does not lie with him. If you must reprimand anyone, let it be us. Caroline. I see. Very well. Continue onward with his rehabilitation. Our deepest apologies on that brief loss of composure. Now then, as you have completed all 3 tasks, let us bestow upon you the next reward. We will grant you access to the guillotine booster. Think of it as a way to increase the number of personas you can make while with the guillotine. Plus, now you can perform some extra strong fuses and you do 4 or 5 personas. Basically, we can now fuse the Big Daddy. We expect to put surfaces to good use. I mean, there's only like 4 things you can do with it.
All right.
Also, what the fuck? Shouldn't I have bugs? Oh. So, I guess I've changed, huh? That much is clear. Strength, the 11th Arcana, which nearly evenly splits the major 22. The Awakening of the Unknown, a solitary woman calmly coming to face a lion. Caroline, let us assign the inmate his next task before we discuss this matter any further. If the list is meant to change us, that change must surely be important. Fine. Alright, inmate, it's time for your new task. Oh, your next reward is going to be incredible. So you gotta do 2 tasks before you can have it.
Listen well.
Accordingly, these next 2 shall be the most difficult you have faced at this point.
Farewell.
On to the first assignment for your next reward. A bugs to sit around with me. I thought I already had bug, or wait. I thought you need like a key to actually fuse bugs.
Modification, huh? You wish to perform. Now choose.
Don't you need like a key to fuse bugs?
You gather them up.
Yeah, you need like a key to fuse bugs. Also, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's more broken than people think. But this dude is the absolute most broken.
Let us begin the search. Some modification, huh? You change your mind?
Yeah, I'm
Done
good.
already? What? No slacking off.
All right, shut up. You are better as Lavenza.
Focus.
I'm going to shrivel up. What shall we do? Well then.
Yeah, but I got Adelina. Yeah, that looks specified.
Goodbye.
I still gotta go all the way back into those lower levels of Mementos and get the extra 2 or 3 stamps.
Surprisingly calm. I thought you'd be more panicked.
There are no customers.
Yo!
We're here. Sorry we're late. We were out buying stuff and I got a little caught up in what to get. So many snacks. What exactly do you plan on doing?
Well, summer vacation's the time when you lounge around in your room all day.
Yeah, and eating snacks is the best part of that.
On.
You're
This
gonna be
is.
fat, you know.
Shut it.
Hey, where's Futaba?
He's right, you know.
You have done well in coming here.
Ah! Shit freaked me out. Oh, hey, you Futaba?
Yep. Welcome.
Why are you wearing that?
Habit. Anyway, bring it.
Not sure I get it, but let's do this.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Looks like today's going to be another noisy day.
For real, it was freaking amazing. There were girls all over me. Wait, you don't believe a word I'm saying, do ya?
It's you we're talking about here. There's no way you were ever a chick magnet.
What was that?
Agreed. As a member of the opposite sex, I sense no charm from you, Ryuji.
Plus, popular guys wouldn't go bragging about that stuff to other people.
The hell they wouldn't.
I keep wondering if I should do it while I'm still young. But the dresses show a lot of skin, right? Hey, are you even listening?
There's no point talking about wedding dresses right now. None of us have significant others.
Yep, I'm not getting married anytime soon.
Can we please talk about something else?
You know, Futaba's fine having conversations.
Yeah, she doesn't have any trouble speaking her mind. Seems totally normal to me.
I don't know what normal is, but if this is it, I'm happy.
I totally thought you were gonna be some weirdo, but I guess all that worrying was for nothing.
I'm relieved too. I think things should keep going smoothly at this rate. By the way, what's on the agenda for
Damn,
tomorrow?
what just
How
backhander?
about we have her try helping around the cafe?
That's perfect. It'll be good practice to have her up in front of strangers.
Beep! Nope. Showing up in the shop at lunchtime will be like super crushing hard mode.
You don't have to deal with customers if you don't want to. Maybe you could dry plates in the back.
Won't you help me?
Okay.
Then it's all set. We'll be rooting for you, Futaba.
You're all gonna pay for this someday.
With happy memories and longtime, lifetime friends. Taba, you have like an instant support network. Never forget that. Actually, I gotta check out what the hell that popularity's going through the roof. You gotta hear about this. This cute chick says she wants to go out with a Phantom Thief. Not you specifically, huh? I'm surprised. As a member of the king, you already said that. What in the world were you all doing today? Girls talking a little more like chatting and snacking, really. So she's completed her objective for the day. Next up is practicing going out in front of people. Wait, what? You'll be fine. Castor will be with you the whole time. We want to ease you into it, so your first test will be helping out Lip Blank. Only Castor will be with you tomorrow. Good luck. Leave it to me! Leave it to Beaver.
Hey!
I kinda should have button for one. Buttons.
Nice.
Now we got Kawakami, Sketchy, who else? I feel like doing Kawakami, but I also feel like fishing.
Oh. Hi. Hey.
Also, she probably working on Sojo.
Then I'll head over.
Sure.
I'll see you later then.
Don't I have items I could give her? God, I want to go to Mentos already.
Well then.
Today's day we're helping Taba try and help out the cafe. To be a structured turn of events. Why am I soloing?
You want me to let Futaba help out around the shop? But I've never had her do anything like that before. Is she gonna be okay?
No, but I mean, experience is important.
Still, putting her out in front of customers is a little much.
Don't worry. I did graduate middle school last year. I'll be fine if I just think of this as my first summer job of high school.
Well, in that case, how about you wash the dishes? Just don't push yourself too hard, okay? Hey, are you all right?
The usual, boss. Extra strong.
Sure thing. Keep an eye on Futaba for me.
Y'all got?
Wee wee.
You.
She a new part-timer? Man, smooth as always. What number Bond girl is this, boss?
It's not like that.
You usually go for the older ones, right? It's only natural you'd want someone younger sometimes. It's like the Guatemala peaberry coffee. Its acidic sweetness is akin to a breath of fresh air.
Sorry, we're serving a blend today. Hey, snap out of it. Hurry up and bring him the coffee before it gets cold.
Yo, here's your coffee.
When in the world is she? Hey, Futaba, haven't I told you not to show up in front of people with that damn thing on? And be more polite when you're bringing something to a customer.
coffee, sir?
Oh, thanks.
Did you see? I did my job right!
You did great.
Huh, turns out this is pretty easy.
To think Futaba'd go out and talk to a customer herself. Mask aside, I'm impressed. It looks like people really can change.
Sojiro, want me to bring coffee to more customers?
Not like that.
Mask off first.
Oh, I'll think about it.
Did you share? Did anyone here share information about our enemies? Like how we do that? Why the question? I heard someone saying they're our acquaintance. Talk about false rumors. Hey, if we're rumors to have rumors about us, we might even break the news online, or maybe even TV. Yeah, if we get caught. Yeah, well. By the way, how did today go? I served coffee to customers. She did good. She did good for someone at anti-social. You gotta take what you get. That's great, Chan. Anyways, you better get used to it fast. You can't be a real fan of the scared of people. I'll try my best.
We're on a roll!
He doesn't care anymore. He's gonna get in trouble somewhere down the line if this keeps up.
Man.
My side, she's really built up some confidence.
Nice.
Oh no! How long did she,
It's way too hot.
I'm going to shrivel
It's so
up.
hot today. I missed my shot on the street so I could see people walking by and I'm about to melt. So that one was like today. Here for very second. Well, I'm closing up shop for today. However, can we discuss another matter? Yeah, let's go for it. Thank you very much. I'm closing up shop, so please hold on. I'm sorry. I still believe in the existence of fate. I mean, the fortunes I see have an extremely high accuracy rate. But I suppose my divine power isn't completely absolute, huh? You're only realizing that now? It's not that. I just need some time to accept reality. You know, I'm wondering in the past whether fate can really be changed. But I always concluded it was something beyond my control. Almost like the laws of nature, eternal, impossible to defy. And yet, there are people like you who can ignore those laws and impose their own will upon the world. How can I become one of those people, Volkson? Trust in yourself.
What?
Trust in myself instead of my fortune telling? I've never thought of it that way before. The city keeps finding ways to subvert my expectations. I was nobody like you back in my hometown in the country, Volkson. It was a small traditional town deep in the mountains, populated almost entirely by older people. There was a bunch of murders there, and some kid ended up solving it all. Tell me more. During the winter, it's practically inaccessible due to snow. The police chief was a guy named Ojima. The youth there could be not specifically, of course. There was a small shrine in the village there. It doesn't matter anymore. I left that place to come to the city. It means nothing to me now. After I arrived in Tokyo, I found comfort in this stone. It came from someone who dared to care about me, even though I'm just a monster with strange powers. That's why I sell holy stones. I want to help those who suffer inescapable fate similar to my own. But now, I wonder if they really do much of anything. Oh, crap. After all, you managed to change the destinies of my clients without one. Is it truly possible to alter fate with nothing more than mere words, attitude, and passion? If that's the case, I won't be needing this. I'm going to confront fate head-on, with my own strength. Although, the chairman would be really mad if he found out. The chairman? Oh, don't worry about that. Just forget about it. Unless you want to suffer my curse, that is. Anyways, if fate can be changed, maybe even mine can be corrected, right? It didn't work for me before, but perhaps this time, it all depends on you. Right. I look forward to our continued exchange, at least until I can manage to change my fate. And I'll be sure to put some extra effort into my fortune telling for you. No skills. I think she's skill 5, right? Skill 5, she gets it. Thank you for today, Volk.
Until next time.
Yeah, whatever. I'm calling because I want to thank you again for earlier. Thank you so much for today. To be honest, I'm still feeling a bit lost. But talking to you about everything has helped me feel a little better. I'm glad to hear that. I'm learning so much from you, Volk. I can't thank you enough. Thanks to you, I can finally see the truth. I can only hope my fortune telling is enough to pay you back somehow. Volk, I'll be putting in a lot of work for you, even though I can't imagine changing my own fate. But I will figure out some way to make it happen. I hope I can count on you to help me through the process. Until next time. Yes, I know you're supposed to take care of him. Be awesome. Why not make a request on the forum? Their word is final. That Ketchy's all talk, isn't he? Why is he so hostile to the Phantom Thieves? Right? Some people just can't read the mood. Yeah.
Well then.
Let's see. Our plans for today are, huh? We don't have anything planned? I'm not shopping with Makoto. We'll head over there when we're done. Honestly, I wanted to bring Futaba along with us. Can't just take her into crowd like that though. That'd be way too soon. Some dramatic measures are necessary. Spiky words. You know you'll need to do this someday, right? Actually, Queen's clothes have a lot of spikes too. I'd probably pierce my hand if I touched them. I've honestly considered that possibility as well. Not you too, Yusuke. Hey, it sounds like fun. I want to join. We're talking to Futaba. This doesn't involve you. No. Honest calls to Ryuji. Don't take notes on this. Anyways, look forward to us coming over. What are they scheming? Miss, you want me to steal your heart? Is that a pick? Applying to make me laugh. Apparently, they're even famous overseas. Isn't that nuts? I wish I could join the Phantom Thieves.
Today's the 4th day already. Getting a little better at dealing with other people?
I don't know. Can't really tell.
People cannot change their deep-seated habits that easily.
Well, let's just say you've made some progress for now.
Yeah.
Oh, stop it! You're gonna blow my cheeks off!
Man, those girls are late. What do you think they are making us wait like this?
Hello. Please excuse us. Apologies for the lateness. We were looking at multiple items and weren't sure which to choose.
Looking? Looking at what? A swimsuit, of course, for Futaba-chan.
Oh my god.
A swimsuit? You don't have one, do you? No, but... Okay, let's have you try it on right now, then. Now? You can't go to the beach if you don't have a good-fitting swimsuit. We don't have much time left, you know.
You know what'll happen if you try and look, right?
Oh, wow, it's perfect. I'm amazed you were able to eyeball it with such accuracy on.
I know, right? There we go. It's on. What the? This barely covers anything. That's normal for a swimsuit. Now, we just need to push these a little more this way. Yeah.
Push?
Are you supposed to move them with that much force?
Gotta put some oomph into this stuff. There. Good to go. Whoa, even I'm impressed.
Wonder what they're doing up there.
They're having her try on the swimsuit, right? What else could they be doing?
Futaba in a swimsuit, I suspect that would make a great painting. Perhaps we should ask Makoto about it.
Stop for Urgy.
Me?
I humbly request you do so as well.
Hell no!
You guys are such children.
What's with all the ruckus upstairs? Something about a swimsuit?
Yeah, we're going to the beach pretty soon, so they're trying some swimsuits out.
Futaba's going to the beach. I didn't think I'd ever see her take that much interest in going outside again.
More like a...
It seems we're good to go with the swimsuit.
All flattery aside, I think it looks really great. Now you just gotta get rid of those round shoulders. Come on, straighten out your back. Right.
She might be some trouble, but I hope she can make some great memories with you guys.
I'm still not liking you. We got some swimsuits totally ready to hit the bait. All stuff is for Talbot to prepare ourselves mentally. I can do this. I think maybe you're not so confident. Shut up, Inari. It's funny starting to feel like on vacation. So I've been thinking about some things that have mattered. Now that matters have calmed down a little more. Just say it. The psychotic breakdowns, cognitive science, and the one in the black mask. I don't know what they want. I doubt it's anything good. I said we don't have enough information. We'll need to investigate more. I'll help out too. Can we talk about some other time? I'm so damn sleepy. Okay, good night. Futaba-chan, good luck tomorrow.
Nice.
Chief had such high expectations of us. We need to work harder to help Futaba gain her memories. I wonder if it's raining, I could go
Nice. Oh. Hi.
I'm Becky, girl of maid of the maid of world. The type of work we do depends on how. Oh, it's you. I want to see her as a girl of maid. I'm dressed to look good. That's it. I have a special item just for master. Would you like that for 5,000 yen?
Hey.
Yeah, let's do it. Get your ass over here.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for always requesting me. Well then, please wait for me till I get there. Oh, God.
Listen,
Hey, you know how you listened to my story the other day? You listened to my secret. I'm feeling more at ease since then. I've never been able to tell anyone about it, so I figured I should actually do some housekeeping to say thanks. Yeah. Sorry, I need to take a break. Want to rest for a bit? I'm so touched that you care about my well-being, Master. I'm at my limit. So exhausted. Cough, cough. I'm beat. I can't stop coughing. Have you seen a doctor? I'd like to, but I don't have the money to cover the cost of a medical exam. I thought they had universal healthcare in Japan. I'm just kidding. I want to slack off of it. I mean, there's nothing left for me to hide from you, so the truth comes out, you know? Now that I think about it, I'm glad you're the one who found out about me being a maid. You are going to be alright in this dusty room. And have you been eating well? You need to eat fresh vegetables. And none of that instant stuff. Vitamins are super important. You're going to turn out like me if you don't take care of yourself. I should get more sleep. I feel all achy. Takasi card. I'm sending me more money, so I had my boss give me more shifts. I had to beg for them. Don't overdo it. Oh no, it's fine. Nothing you should worry about.
Besides,
I feel more at ease now that I have someone who knows about what I'm going through. I'm talking about you. Super housekeeping. You cannot pay her to make infiltration tools.
All right.
I feel like the infiltration tools be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you making lockpicks? Cough, cough. I have to get to my next job, so I'm gonna head out.
I'll see you later then.
Thank you for using our service. Oh, is this Master? Thank you for using our service today. I guess it's a good thing I'm spared to the doctors. I finally got some cough medicine that works. You gotta do some cleaning and ventilate on your own, even when I'm not gone, okay? If you neglect stuff like that, it makes you more likely to get sick. How are you feeling, Nope? Who, me? I mean, I'm tired, but that's nothing new. Wait a minute, we're supposed to be talking about you. Don't change the subject. But if I do get sick, I'll look after you anytime. Please don't forget to request me. I'll get rid of the cough and all get these headaches and shivers. Times like these are why we immense energy. Just gotta chug one and push through. Okay, see you later.
So what should we do today? Let's see. Want to eat together? You know, like how we had hot pot that one time. That may be a good idea. It would be a great way to strengthen our intra-squad friendships.
I can do that.
Okay, I'll take a cola and an omelet with rice. Oh, and make that a large, please. I'd like the same.
Do you have the money?
No, but this is for Futaba's sake. Fine. You owe me, got it?
I want the same. Extra large. I ate loads.
Damn, Futaba, I'm impressed. Indeed, your appetite is quite nice to see. I much prefer that to women who don't eat a lot.
You better not be hitting on me.
How rude.
Sojiro, help me!
Will you stop that? So does this mean our training's going good?
I think so. I mean, just having fun.
Hey, let me make you guys some after-meal coffee. It's on me.
Thank you.
I want iced cocoa!
You can't handle bitter stuff either, right? Iced cocoa sound good?
Yeah, definitely. Extra cold, please.
I don't think we've ever had a lunch this lively.
It's lots of fun.
Well, what do you think we should do about the beach trip? Does it look like she can go soon? She has started to talk a lot more. Made great progress compared to how she was at the beginning. Futaba, will you be able to perhaps join us tomorrow? Tomorrow? That's too soon. I want to prepare myself. When is good for you? That should be good if it's the day after tomorrow, I think. We'll go the day after tomorrow then. Just let us know if you aren't up for it, Futaba. It's alright, I can do this.
Looks like we know when we'll actually finish up now. The beach is finally within reach.
I want to go to Mementos!
Okay. Nice.
Oh no, rain?
Aww.
Oh. Oh.
The Phantom Thieves sure are impressive.
Oh.
Wait, don't I have stuff I can give? Do I have stuff I can give away?
Focus.
Hey. Hey.
Oh, I haven't even checked in there.
Oh. Oh.
Hello.
Nah, now we're good. Case I got. Oh, nice. Oh my god, Makoto hits harder than anybody. I have two? Hey, it told me I didn't have any.
Got lots of variety.
Thank you for stopping in.
Pretty good help.
Hi. Hey.
What do you want to do?
When do I get the next one?
What do you want to do?
Thank you.
I have no idea. I'm gonna Google this. Persona 5. I think I can give him the fountain pen, right? I actually don't know anymore. I can give a silver bangle. There you go. Is this accessory? You surpassed my expectation. You think I'd receive a gift like this from you? You truly fascinate me. I'll happily accept your gift. Benefactor, yay!
Goodbye.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where did it go? Morale, we hit the beach. Hey, are you there? Sorry, but I need your help with the dishes. Help me with the dishes! Is Futaba here too? That means we're not only helping out at the cafe, but we're also babysitting Futaba today too. Well, the faster we get started, the faster we'll finish. I mean, you shouldn't really look at people as, you know, quicker you get shit done.
Futaba?
Orange juice, 100% natural.
That reminds me. You're going to the beach tomorrow, yeah? Go have fun and make up for the fireworks. Just try not to cut loose too much.
Fireworks?
I'll try not to impregnate anybody.
You wouldn't know. He tried to go to a firework festival, but it got rained out. Not only did he get crushed in the crowd, he came home looking like some kind of drowned rat.
Fireworks?
How dare you? I look like a drowned cat.
Hello.
Oh, welcome.
Oh, you're...
Huh? You know each other?
He's a bad guy.
Aren't you...
I'm Akechi.
Oh yeah, the one on TV and stuff. So what brings you here, Mr. Detective?
This place is more than I imagined it to be. The atmosphere is wonderful. No wonder Sai-san recommended it so strongly to me.
I already told her everything I know. There's nothing more I've got for you people.
Oh no, that's not my intention. I just came to enjoy some coffee.
Oh.
And she is? Oh, you must be Wakaba Ishiki's...
What'll it be?
I'll have whatever you recommend.
Coming right up.
Huh. It seems I'm unwelcome no matter where I go.
That's surprising.
Did I bother you? My apologies. Apparently, my mother was in a relationship with some lowlife of a man. She was swiftly discarded when he learned she was pregnant. That despair would lead to her death. Thanks to him, I was passed from foster home to foster home. But I do quite well by myself these days.
Do you?
Ah yes, Mejed. To think they'd be taken down by another hacker. I'm not sure whether Mejed was defeated by the Phantom Thieves themselves, or an avid supporter. You're Futaba-chan, right? Sai-san told me about you. Many kids your age seem to be fans of the Phantom Thieves. Do you like them too? What's the matter?
You're popular too, Ace Detective Akechi.
Thank you. Although I'd rather not be compared to people like the Phantom Thieves, if at all possible. This is delicious. You get to drink this coffee every day? I'm incredibly jealous. I would never have thought you'd be boarding at this cafe. We seem to share some kind of bond.
I agree.
Thank you. I believe that fate brings people together. It's strange, but talking to you is thought-provoking. Well, I think I found my go-to cafe.
I mean, well, did I not get today? Seriously?
Want to light fireworks? Can we? I bought some.
You went by yourself? You know Morgana?
I went by myself. I just ran into Mona on the way back. I'll go get Sojiro.
I was worried, so I decided to follow her. She was able to buy everything on her own, though. If she can do that, she should be good to go. Plus, she did a great job dodging that ace detective.
Sojiro, hurry, hurry! We're gonna have a firework festival!
Oh, hold on, Futaba. I haven't even put out my cigarette yet.
Come on! Don't get the smoke on me!
Super double move! Whee!
Will you listen to...
Hey, the cat doesn't like the smoke. Keep the flames away from him.
Dang! I made a huge one! Sojiro, look! Look!
Right.
Sparklers.
Be careful, okay? Memories.
I don't actually buy sparklers for
Okie dokie. I'm gonna do
for 4th of July. What I buy is the poppers and stuff, things that make noise that aren't really that bad. Alright. We're going to the beach tomorrow. I'm waiting. I've been just waiting this for so long. I've been waiting for this. We'll be trusting Kara to tell to you. Why me? The hell? The other girls. You know how to do girl things. I'll be good on my own, you know. I only asked that you try not to get separated from each other in the crowd. No worries. I already made preparations for when that happens. That'll make you feel better.
Make sure you keep an eye on her. It's tough enough going solo, let alone watching over someone else. Still, going to enjoy
I can
we can
officially
finally have a good
tell you
time.
that it is tougher going with someone else that you have to watch.
Nice.
Because they just disappear on you. They will just straight up disappear on you. Wait. Let me see. Those people. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, there you go. There you go. Affinity reading.
Oh.
The verification. There's a lot I want to tell you. Please take a seat.
Thank you.
Great! Let's see for today. I have a lot to show you today.
Here we go.
Look, mental training for sports. Oh, and building a successful business from the ground up. I even have a book about the secret to being a good listener. It was written by a hostess from a club in Ginza? Where are we in Ginza right now? Just picking up which books to bring. Took me half a day. I have tons more back home. I started using these reference materials for the advice I give my clients. This way I can suggest new alternatives instead of having them resign to their fates. You're such a hard worker. Of course. After all, I need to be able to advise my clients on their future selves. Anyways, what I really want to tell you is I've arrived at a new fortune-telling philosophy. Those with strong convictions can, in fact, change fate. Oh, and as for holy stones I sell people too, I started reading their fortunes free of charge. I'd like to return the money they gave me too, but what? Well, am I interrupting?
What?
Yokota-san. It's been a while, maiden. What are you doing here? The chairman asked that I could come see how things are doing. And who are you? That's my apprentice. I haven't actually introduced him to the chairman yet. You're telling me you're so busy you needed to hire an apprentice?
Oh,
Yes, he's been a wonderful help. I see, I guess I should have expected such great foresight from you, maiden. Now then, I should be going. Thank you for stopping by. Sorry, you had to see that. Maiden? Well, that's a nickname of sorts. Anyways, it's a private matter of Volk-san. Nothing you should concern yourself. Wait, are you perhaps worried about me? I'm so touched, honestly. My luck really improves when you're around, Volk-san. I know, in return for that, I'll predict your luck whenever you want. Affinity reading. Ranko Uppu. Deepens your bonds with the confidant of your choice.
All right.
Oh.
My, it's already so late. I should close up for today.
Goodbye.
Good night, Volk-san. Now you can really start burning money.
Make sure you don't let any dudes try to hit on her.
Is there any dudes that'll try to hit on her? Don't worry about it. I'll be the only one to be doing that. I mean, what? I'll fight them off.
Don't do anything that'll make
I'll do anything that we can stand out more on. Just act with your brains, okay?
Hey, can we go already?
Are you sure you'll be all right?
It's just a day trip. Don't underestimate me.
Right. Sorry. Guess I just have to let it go. Have fun, but be careful, you two.
Was there voice acting? I wasn't really paying attention. I had my headphones off. We interrupt your video game to bring you anime.
Man, it's packed.
Sorry for the wait.
She has no butt.
Got a better opinion of me now? What? Cat got your tongue? Come on.
Are we messing around?
That is real skimpy for a middle schooler. For a freshman. She got butt crack hanging out and everything.
There's nothing perfect about that. Stay still for a second. You'll be just fine.
Good job. I always wondered what's up with the anime noises.
Oh, it's so hot.
There's a lot of people here. Are you okay, Futaba?
I'm fine. You guys are here. It's almost lunchtime.
Rub lotion on each other.
Quit staring at me.
It's cooked, so don't worry. Would you even eat squid if I'm not around?
Why don't we eat lunch too?
I love calamari. I like deep fried calamari. I don't like regular calamari.
You're eating that even here?
My staple food.
It should be a familiar flavor. Yet how does it taste so good?
What's up, Makoto? You ain't eating much. Not feeling well or something?
You just don't get it, do you, Ryuji? When a girl's in a swimsuit, she wants to look as slim as possible. Still, you're worrying too much. Did you make sure to eat breakfast?
Mona lacks tact.
So, what do we do now? Should we play some beach volleyball?
Oh, sorry. Us girls already made plans to ride a banana boat.
We could only rent a 3-person one. Sorry.
You could have rented two.
What about us?
Keep an eye on our stuff.
Hell no! Why you gotta treat us like that? We're celebrities making headlines. You should treat us better.
I do think they're not bad in the metaverse, but in reality... Strange, isn't it?
They can steal treasures, but they don't seem like they can steal a girl's heart at all.
But, Lady On,
Yeah, like I can't do that.
Get to the banana boat already. Oh,
Despite being a dork.
We'll go now.
Uh,
We'll switch when we're done. Keep an eye on our stuff for us. Banana! Banana! The sand's wet! It's dangerous if you run around like that. Here comes
Damn it. I don't get how amazing we are. We risk our lives being phantom thieves. There's no way we're the same as other guys around here. Shouldn't we be having more good times in reality too?
You're full of yourself.
No, we're special. Don't you agree, Yusuke?
Well, if you put it that way, you may be right.
An and the others don't get it because they're always around us.
hey, how do we get Lady On to notice how amazing we are as phantom thieves?
Well, you gotta steal you know what.
Swimsuits?
You moron, that's a crime. What we're gonna steal in reality are girls' hearts.
I see. I just need to prove my skills in reality as well.
You're a cat. All you need to do is roll over and get belly
With
rubs.
the skills we've honed as phantom thieves, I'm sure girls will be all over us considering the vibes we give off.
Very well, let's do this. Pulling off our work in reality doesn't sound bad.
It's settled then. So, Mona, you're in charge of watching over our stuff, okay?
Huh?
All right, let's hurry up and go.
Hey, what the hell? Get back here! Don't leave me behind!
Shoo. Luigi got no game. Ryuji, you've got no game.
I don't know. The ocean just looks kind of bland to me.
Just give up.
Come on, it ain't over yet. I'm going for a miracle comeback.
Did someone follow us here? Something tells me we're being watched.
Really? You think one of those girls changed her mind?
OMG, it's the Golden Boy himself! And he's already got his own little entourage. We really did teach him right, didn't we?
Oh no.
You? Oh no. What are you guys doing here?
Oh, sometimes we just gotta get out of the city, forget the nightlife, breathe fresh air, enjoy some eye candy.
We thought we lost our protege. Who would have guessed our vacay was actually the call of fate?
Oh, what's with the look? Don't believe in fate? Or did you really not have fun last time?
You gonna tell us you saw yourself in all that chiffon and felt nothing?
I don't think I felt what you guys were hoping.
Oh, honey, I get it. Everyone's nervous when they first start out. But trust me, you'll make their jaws drop.
Just an hour at the Vanity, 3 hours at the boutique, and we can just pick up where we left off last time. So, are you ready to steal some hearts?
We gotta go. Sorry.
Was it something I said? Oh, what a tragedy. Another starlet slips through our fingers.
No more makeovers. By the way, where's Yusuke?
So this is where you two were. I've been searching for you.
What are you doing with those lobsters?
While you were busy with your interrogation, I found these beautiful specimens on sale. And so I decided to spend the last of my money on them.
Why?
Man, you're real hopeless when it comes to cash. Wait, you were watching us? Why didn't you help?
Apologies, but I was entranced. The moment I set eyes on this distinct shape, I was in love. I haven't had my very core shaken as vigorously as this since the first time On entered my gaze.
Good for you.
We're here with friends.
Come on, don't lie to us, baby. How about you come for a nice cruise on our boat?
There's going to be a party, too. Tons of celebrities and industry people will be coming along.
Are you even listening to us?
Sorry about the wait.
Huh, so you were serious about being here with friends.
That's what we've been saying from the start.
Don't you find it boring spending your time with kids like them?
It's far more interesting than anything involving you two.
What was that?
Hey, let's just let the children have fun with fellow children. We'll be going now.
What creeps? Thanks for coming in like that. Those guys just wouldn't stop pestering us.
Where the hell's... Where's the third midget?
To be honest, I was nearly at my wit's end.
I don't worry,
By
wife.
the way,
You got
where
this.
are Futaba and Morgana?
Ooh, are those lobsters? One in each hand. I was wondering about that myself. Are you going to make them into sashimi? Or perhaps roast them whole?
Enough of your vile postulations. These are purely for the sake of visual appreciation.
We did tons of stuff today. All in all, I guess coming to the beach was pretty worth it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
We should probably start heading home.
Agreed. Let's...
Why the hell weren't you on the volleyball team?
Taba seemed fine in the crowd, too.
Oh, wait.
So it looks like she's overcome her last exercise.
Hey, Futaba! We're going home! Stop standing around and help us!
You know, all this time, I thought that it was my fault that my mom died.
Hmm?
Uh-huh.
It's because everyone said that I killed her. Everyone looked at me thinking I was a murderer. I ended up hating this world. That's why I shut myself in and covered my ears. I wished my mom would come back to life, Sometimes I'd wake up and think it was all a dream. But nothing had changed in the world. That's why I'd sleep again. It'd be a repeat of that. I loved my mom. I wanted to become like her. How she'd work late into the night. How she'd wake up early and make me a boxed lunch every day.
I don't need these fails at the
Do
beach.
her best to further her research. How she'd scold me for peeking at her notes.
It was cognitive science, wasn't it?
The cognitive world can become distorted through desires. If it becomes distorted, a person begins exhibiting problematic behavior in reality. That cognitive world disappears when you remove its core, and further problematic actions stop.
Isn't that about palaces? That's the metaverse. She knew about that?
It made no sense back then. But now I understand after it actually happened to me. All I thought about was my mom. I was trapped in a cognitive labyrinth. I couldn't get out of it. There was nothing I could do by myself.
That's why you asked us to steal your heart? That's a huge jump in logic in so many ways.
At first, I didn't believe the rumors about the Phantom Thieves, that they steal hearts. But I overheard you accidentally. I learned that you were near me.
Overheard? Ah, the bug. So why were you listening in on LeBlanc in the first place?
I had to keep an eye on Sojiro, make sure he was actually working.
Talk about an awful hobby.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about stealing hearts. When I heard that, I was so happy I jumped up and down. I thought, maybe the Phantom Thieves could cure my heart.
You could have just told us from the start.
You might have been wary of me if I asked out of nowhere. And besides, you could have been bad guys. That's why I cautiously got in contact with you. I checked many times to see how you'd react.
Yes. You had us twisted around your little finger.
But Futaba, you didn't talk to anyone besides Boss for a long time, right? You must have needed a lot of courage to contact the Phantom Thieves.
There were two reasons for it. One was Medjed's taunt. The Phantom Thieves were so pitiful it frustrated me. I would have been in trouble if they got disbanded too.
Indeed. You were our only hope.
The other was what I heard through wiretapping LeBlanc. Sojiro was being blamed with lies, like abusing me. He was being threatened to spill everything about my mom.
Talk about making shit up.
It made me sad, and it hurt. I thought, I have to save Sojiro. I gotta do something.
So that's why.
But the Phantom Thieves, I didn't think you guys would be taking such risks for me. I didn't think you'd worry about me so much. I'm sorry that I acted like I doubted you guys.
Do you believe in us now?
Yeah, I can tell. You aren't bad guys. That's why I have a request. Let me join your team.
There's nothing to join. You're already one of us.
I'll be honest. Changing people's hearts isn't my goal. I want to learn what happened to my mom. The reason why she was killed.
Killed?
It was written in her notes. Should the self in the cognitive world die, the self in the real world would lose consciousness.
Is this about mental shutdowns?
Then the criminal that Kaneshiro mentioned.
Yes. That could be the case. I don't like pursuing this line of thought. But perhaps your mother's shadow was...
I don't know for sure. But right before my mom died, she didn't seem right.
In what way?
No matter how much I talked to her, she wouldn't answer back. And she didn't jump into the road, it was more like she collapsed and fell in. That's why I thought what was written in the notes was real, and looked into it. I read books, checked theses that were released online. I even snuck into the networks of various research labs to look at their classified data.
Jesus Christ.
That's why you're good at hacking. What kind of brain do you have?
But I didn't figure anything out. My mom's research was nowhere to be found. She was killed by someone, and her research was treated like it never existed. I bet it's them. Those adults in the black suits who read the fake suicide note. I'll never forgive them.
Futaba.
If I stay with you guys, I think I can find out more about that world. Then eventually, it might even lead to those men in black. It's a super personal reason why I want to join you. Is that okay? Or would I just be dead weight?
If anything, you're dependable. Ain't that right, Mona?
Why are you looking at me? Are you trying to say I'm inadequate?
Well, she was more useful than you, as a matter of fact.
Hey, that's inexcusable!
This is what our Phantom Thieves are like. But I hope we get along, Futaba.
Me too.
Let's leave those two be. Why don't we lose no time and decide on Futaba's codename?
What's that?
It's not cool if we called each other by our real names.
Joker, Skull, Mona, Panther, Queen, and I'm Fox.
In Futaba's case, Hacker wouldn't be right, would it?
Mech?
PC?
No. Why don't we go literal and call her Goggles?
Super lame. You've got no taste, kitty.
In your face.
Do you have any good ideas for Futaba's codename?
Pharaoh.
I'll curse you. What would you want it to be, Futaba?
Oracle. With my vision, I'll guide you all to victory. Sounds great!
And Futaba will be Oracle.
But man, I never even dreamed that the rumored Phantom Thieves would be so close.
Same goes to you. To think you'd be the daughter of a metaverse researcher. Talk about a mysterious fate.
Should we get going then?
Yep, let's go home.
Yes. The incident with Medjed seems to have been more effective than predicted. This should spur the Phantom Thieves' support even more now. I agree. There are effective ways to use the Phantom Thieves. Now would be the best time to dispose of unnecessary trash, whether they're connected to us or not.
How would I know that? No. This is supposed to be from my memory, so how do I know that? The criminal uses the metaverse to carry out the crimes. It's no longer a matter we can ignore. Especially because they might have been the one who killed Futaba's mom. To be honest, I hadn't considered the idea that they might be the one behind only the rumored psychotic breakdowns, but now it appears as though this person is killing people as well. Technically, they're making people have mental shutdown, which then causes them to die. That's what happens when you kill someone's shadow, yeah? Mm-hmm. We were worried about it back with Kamoshida and Madarame, remember? Psychotic breakdowns and mental shutdowns. It would make sense if the same person was behind them. The news never talks about the victims dying, so they only know about the breakdowns. So this shit's seriously a case. If that's for real, whoever's doing it is some kind of assassin. I'm gonna beat the crap out of him. I suggest we be more cautious going forward as well. We still don't know much, even about our metaverse staff. That is true. I don't know why that thing exists. There was a man in my dream. A dream? You still have sleep, dude? I wonder if that criminal is using the app too. Lava, seems to be your area of expertise. Do you know anything about it? No. I've never even heard of it before. I mean, it's not really even an app. It's more like a mysterious app-like thing. I see. Okay, though. I might not know much about the nav, but I can still navigate you guys on the path of victory. I'll guide you to whatever criminal you're looking for. You can rely on me. Awesome, dude. You're way more reliable than
Damn it, Ryuji. You always find the worst possible things to say.
Yep. Hey, Volk, you live in Youngland, right? You know the old movie theater there? Well, the old couple that runs apparently getting threatened by land speculators. They're trying to say the theater's in the way of some building they want to put up. They can't really put the force. You just can't let them force them to put it. Let speculators. I know it's scary. We can't just ignore them, can we? That old couple is so afraid of the threats that they don't even want to open their theater. Anyways, our target is a guy named Yasu Jochi. Let's drive him and save that old couple. There might have been a change of momentum because of all the Medjed stuff. If you want to go, now would be the right time. Let's discuss it. Everybody at the hideout. Can I go right now? I don't think I can go right now. I don't think I can go right now. I know you just talked about it. Here's a photo I took today. I'm in there too. I think you're having fun, Futaba. And it's a pretty good camera. Woman. Damn it, let me look at my rifle. Is this what it's like to feel photogenic? You're not used to good looking at the pictures? It certainly is a fine shot. I get you. Indeed, this picture has captured all the architectural grandeur of my sandcastle. I'll take your word for it, man. Let's go to the Hifumis. Should we get? Oh yeah, moving along.
I should write something.
Yeah, I should. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and stop it here. Thank you so much for joining me as usual. Sorry for the odd day today. I'm kind of tired now though, so we're gonna be going ahead and stopping it here. Once again, thank you so much for joining me, and all the people who are just watching and lurking. Thank you as well. We'll do the next palace next time. I think Hawaii is actually up next though, so be sure to like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff. Up there is my Twitter handle. Remember to just, do all the good stuff and support me as well as you can. And I'll see you guys